What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of my Remnant II Let's Play. This first episode is going to be solo because I am recording the tutorial of the game, getting through the tutorial with my multiplayer characters, so that next episode and every episode thereafter I can be joined by Josh as we go through a multiplayer setting. This game is really exciting for both of us because I've been a longtime fan. Well, I've been a fan of Remnant from the Ashes for a couple years, one of my favorite games. We are both looking greatly forward to the sequel. We've both done a little bit of single player material. I've only played about 4 hours of single player. Josh has played 16 or so hours at the time that I'm recording this. So we both have a little bit of time on single player, but we decided this time around we would have independent characters for multiplayer, so that we can still play solo when we want or whatever with whatever character we're doing there, but then our run together will be, together and have a specific character for that. So that is what we are going to be doing today, is creating my character for multiplayer, and then getting into the game, working on the tutorial, getting up until I reach Ward 13 again, because yes, all of these characters and locations, or some of the locations, but a lot of the characters also make reappearances in this game. With that being said, let's go ahead and get over to the correct scene over here. Let me turn on my face cam because I forgot to do that when I was getting the quick thumbnail recorded. So now I'm over here, and I hope I'm not too big. I'll have to make sure I'm in a good spot. I'm going to go ahead and move myself up to this corner because I'm not entirely sure where the optimal location for this is. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start off coming over here to create a brand new character. I suppose I ought to, move over to select this. Let me...
I don't know what all this
okay,
is.
that's male. I want female. I want female for this character because my solo character is male, but I just want to differentiate a tiny bit. Let me go ahead and select a voice.
I could use that. I could use that. I don't like the looks of this. I don't like the looks of this.
I could use that.
I don't like the looks of this. Hey, not bad.
Oh, not bad at all.
I think I like that voice best. Go to face and skin tone. Pick an approximate skin tone first, because I discovered with my male character that skin color tends to change a little bit with the type of head that you choose, apparently, for some reason. I think I like one of these two. Maybe this one. Go ahead and look through a few of the different heads. See which one I most want to play as. I think I just like one. I think one just works for me. Yeah, that skin tone definitely works. The question is what color eyes. I think I might choose eyes after I choose the hairstyle and color. Obviously looks a little strange. What about a little bun in the back? That's not too bad. This look like. How about the ponytail? I think I like the ponytail more than the bun. It's not too bad. I've always liked that kind of hairstyle just generally. Not a fan of the more frizzly look. Also isn't too bad. Short hair does look pretty nice, but this is pretty similar to the hairstyle I chose for the first game, and I'm pretty sure it was the same hairstyle for both my character and Josh's character in the first game, which was interesting to discover when we played together. We kind of like accidentally twins in our run of the first game. So it's a little bit more of an accentuated style of that. Question is if I want this, or this, or the ponytail. I think I will do. I think I'll do the ponytail. In terms of hair color, I do think the coloring is a little bit strange in some regard. I think I do just like the red. I think that works for me. So that's what I'll stick with here. For eye color, do I want the eye color to be that same red or do I want it to stand out? Green really stands out. I tend to really like stormy gray or blue eyes. But I kind of like how the red just kind of blends in with the hair. That looks pretty nice to me. Go to scars and markings. Now let's change the color of the markings so that I can tell. Now let me take off scars first. There we go. This way I can look at what kind of different markings I've got. Not too bad. I think I might like 4 best. Yeah, I think 4 is my favorite of the markings, just on this side. Might not be balanced too much across the whole face, though. I don't know why I'm trying to be so picky about it, but it's fine. Yeah, that works for me. And then let's go ahead and make the markings. Keep the markings that little bloody color, I suppose. Sort of match the hair. And then look at scars. If I can find a scar that kind of matches with the markings a little bit. That would make for an interesting look. No one pops out too much. That one kind of blends in with that marking. What happens if I turn the markings off? That one doesn't look too bad. So that's 5 that I like there. I'll go ahead and turn the markings off just to look at the remainder of these. Now those go 2 different directions. About 8. I think this was the aggressive scar that was on before. I mean, this one makes sense as well with the markings, but I think I like 5 best. It's the most tasteful in some regard. And then I'm definitely not going to do a hardcore character. Josh and I might decide to try a hardcore run after we've done, you know, a couple playthroughs of the game, maybe on harder difficulties as well, so that we can be more familiar with the game. But as of the moment, I think we're just going to stick with normal character, and I'm not going to skip the tutorial because the point of this video is to run the tutorial solo. So yeah, that is what is the deal. Let's confirm. And then in terms of difficulty, yeah, definitely not picking Apocalypse. Strangely, it's not even giving me the option to select Apocalypse, which is kind of surprising. Okay, I wasn't hiding anything of the character creator. That's good. But in terms of the rest of the difficulties, we're just going to play on Survivor for the moment, and then we'll maybe, after we do a run of, you know, the world and do some more adventure mode stuff, trying to get new weapons, you know, upgrading stuff, becoming more familiar with the game, maybe we'll then do a run on Veteran, and maybe someday we can try to do, you know, runs on harder difficulties like Nightmare. And if we get to a point where we're comfortably playing the game on Veteran or Nightmare, maybe then we'll try a hardcore run and just kind of see what goes on there. But yeah, let's create the character with these settings. And this time around, I shouldn't have to mess around with the settings very much because I've already done that on my other character.
Whew, that is quite a drop. Let me help you down.
I've got this.
visuals and the cutscenes and everything look a lot better than they did in the first game.
Shit. You okay? That's 3.
What? Oh, please.
3 times I saved your life.
There's a
The
little bit of a
sinkhole,
visual
your
bug
foot.
on the...
What? You'd be dead if my mom hadn't taught me to dress a wound. Fine. 2 times then. The sinkhole and just now. Ugh. Ah.
Hey,
It's for...
let me see that.
Leave it. It's nothing.
Move it. Other
Hey,
corner.
I'm fine.
Come on, roll up your sleeve and just admit we're friends already.
This is not an admission.
Let me see.
Yeah, what is that visual bug?
It's getting worse.
Ripples in the cutscenes. That didn't happen on my
Listen,
first
It ain't broken or
character.
bleeding. It'll calm down. It always does. Let's go. The kid said the ward was this way. You ever hear about the North Pole?
Is that old fairy tale?
Yeah, like this ward. Old white guy founds it. Food and fresh water, everyone gets along.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like the fairy tale to me. It's probably just a couple of old timers holed up underground. I just hope they got a few supplies for trade. Otherwise, we won't last much longer out here.
Earth looks a lot
think
better
people
in this
actually
game
live
than it
like
does in the
this?
first.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what's in that Fulton's original blend, but I never seen nobody that happy before. Not in real life.
Dialogue very reminiscent of The Last of Us, which I am personally super into. I mean, it is my favorite game, so the fact that, yeah, a lot of the visuals in this game look pretty much exactly like The Last of Us, just, it works for me.
Locked. Great. Ugh, we can't turn back now. Ain't got nowhere to go. There's gotta be another way through.
Climb up. Oh. Jump to the other ledge. Sometimes I forget that that's even a thing until I do it on accident. Jumping from ledges, because that's the control now in this game.
It's about time. What took you?
I don't love the way that the dialogue has been implemented. It feels like, you know, there was space between all of the lines when they were recorded, but like they cut out a lot of that space when they, you know, put them into the game from line to line, so it always feels a little bit janky to listen to. It's not too big of an issue, but it is what it is.
Can't let it go to
Bloodroot.
waste. Use it on that bum ankle of yours. Won't help me none. Hey, come on. Let's get some distance between us and these bodies.
Oh, and if occasionally I mess up a button input, it's because I'm actually playing on a PS5 controller, not an Xbox controller like this game
Hey,
and
over here.
the first Remnant. On PC, for whatever reason, their inputs are matched with Xbox rather than PlayStation controllers. Or at least the games don't auto-detect the difference, even if Steam does. It's kind of strange that way, but just look at this. The game looks so good. Might not be like the most visually impressive game in the world, but I think I heard that it runs on Unreal Engine 5. And if that's the case, and this is one of the first games to do as much, and yeah, it shows. It looks very pretty. The visuals are definitely very high quality, if nothing else. So. Good to know. I'm quite aware that dodging and sprinting depletes stamina. Oh, I can't crouch under the trailer. What the heck, man? I don't know why it's telling me this 3 times, but whatever.
This is bad with a side of broccoli.
A side of what?
Nothing. Something my ma used to say.
Yep, like I said, very reminiscent of Last of Us dialogue, that is for sure. Pull out my repeater.
Nice shooting. Hey, that don't count, by the way.
I'm pretty sure I don't remember there being anything worthy of note in here. I'll check it out just in case. Something that I was surprised by, actually, was how much more useful the map is in this game than in the first. You know, there's something about it that isn't the best functionally in here. Like, it's way too sensitive with the sticks to move around. But the actual, you know, appearance of it, trying to navigate stuff, especially like in the world with the minimap, just works a lot better. I mean, I liked being able to have the broad overlook of the map in the first game, but generally speaking, this one is better, so. Okay. Jump down here. See if I remember which way I'm going. There we go. Sorry, it's a bit darker on my screen than it is for you guys because of the lights that I have blaring in my face. The part of the problem is also that the input for turning on your flashlight doesn't work in the tutorial for some reason, I guess because you don't have it in the tutorial. Hop over that railing. Though I totally didn't need to. Fine. Nothing to grab or pick up anywhere. Drop down the ladder. This is a little bit of a combat sequence up here. Yeah, it definitely looks like a combat arena anyway.
Guess the Deadwood ain't all gone after all.
Nope.
Ain't no way the war's real. How would a mess like this out here? You know, maybe best we head back. We retrace our steps. We can find another way out.
Ouch. Pain. Ouch. Holy grief. Okay. These enemies are not easy to dodge, that is for sure. There we go. Yeah. No way to survive that, that's for sure. Scripted.
Not today, assholes! Hey, this is 3, by the way. You know, right here makes for 3. Oh, shit! Hey, listen. For what it's worth, you were a good friend. You were a good friend.
Definitely a much different type of cold open, so to speak, than the first game.
It's okay. You're safe. Whoa, whoa, hold up. We're friends. We're here to help.
Can't hold this forever, Bo!
Turning characters from the first game, slash their DLC for one of them.
Thanks. Who?
If you haven't watched
are
Josh's
you?
and my Let's
Questions
Play
later.
on the first game, you
Guys,
should
get
totally
moving.
check those out.
On 3. 1. 2. 3. That's all I got. You're on your own now.
Hey, we still got each other.
Right. Follow us, you two. That won't be the last of them.
Pick up all the ammo. Probably not any scrap lying around. In the tutorial anyway. That would have been the ladder that we just came down from. Gonna be nothing here.
Rude or thick down here.
Must be what I felt back at the ward. Wait. You're from the ward? Shit. Maybe Santa's real too.
Yeah, it's not far from here. But the way down collapsed behind us. We're gonna have to find another way out.
Wait, okay, yeah, there's nothing over here. Pretty linear for getting through the tutorial, that is for sure. Ouch. Wow. He shot me from behind. How rude. Is that more of my party members behind me shooting me? Is that what that damage indicator was?
All right.
Of course it dropped my primary weapon ammo where I can't reach it. That's funny. Yeah, there's no way to grab that up there. Oh well. Here goes nothing. Yeah, I definitely have a visual bug with it when I'm seeing it where you guys aren't on the recording. That's strange. only during the
Dead
cutscenes
would
too.
know they've lost, but they won't lay down without a fight.
Oh goodness, going to pause menu doesn't pause the game. Oh,
This is it.
lovely. Okay. Now the first time I did this fight, I wasn't dodging any of its attacks. I was just timing it all wrong. I went back to my old, reliably improper way of dodging by just trying to be out of range rather than actually avoiding hitboxes.
Hey, you okay?
Not bad shooting, Traveler.
Yeah, I had some practice.
I'll bet. But don't worry. The ward's as safe a place as any. Safer.
So, it's really real. Food and water and folks living with some old white guy?
More or less.
Whoa, whoa, let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Ooh, that looks like root rot. But I've never seen a case this bad.
I'm fine. I don't know why everyone.
We need to get her to the ward, and quick. Doctor, there's her only chance. We'd better get moving before we lose the light.
Oh dear.
This is Wriggler.
Call me Riggs. I got you, darling. Don't worry, friend. We'll take good care of her. Welcome to Ward 13.
Hey, don't worry. Riggs is right. She'll be fine.
Are you okay?
Just a headache.
Hey, Clementine. Let me get you some water.
I'm fine.
Oh, you're not fine. You need rest.
Bo! He's the ward's mayor. Thinks that puts him in charge of everything and everyone. Listen, I'm gonna check in with Ford, and then I'll get some rest. Okay? I've been through a lot worse, you know.
So, Traveler, your friend will be fine. I'm Bo Ward, and this is Ward 13. You must have come a long way. I mean, the route's dwindling and all, but the road's still a dangerous place. What were you two doing out there?
We were looking for you,
Ward?
actually.
Really? Huh. I didn't know anybody knew what we were doing here. We've just, we've been cut off from the world for so long that... Well, I'm surprised people know about us outside the gate. Feels kind of nice, actually. Hey, ask around if you need something. Oh, start with Ford. I'm sure he'd like to meet you.
Who knows?
You wanna take a walk down on the shore sometime?
The ocean's so beautiful. So peaceful.
Yep, here's all the characters. And the map of Ward 13. Yeah, I spent a decent amount of time walking around and exploring this place my first time. No real need to do that this time. Many of you guys will see it in time.
Discussion, Clementine. You're staying, and that's final.
I don't remember asking for your permission.
Watch your tone, young lady.
Excuse me? I'm 132 years old, in case you forgot. And I am not your child. You don't have authority over me.
On this, I do. This town needs you. You can't go wandering off after something that might not even exist.
Oh, that's rich. What have you been doing the last 100 years then, huh? What the hell are you doing right now?
Well, that's different. I'm trying to fix things.
Things that you broke when you tried to play God.
That was Harsgard. I was just following orders. I didn't...
Oh, and that makes it okay? You know how many people died because you just followed orders?
Of course I know. You think I don't remember that every goddamn day? I'm trying to make things right here.
So am I.
That builds on some of the lore from the first game that I remember reading.
If I leave, it's my fault. But you didn't break the world. You didn't run after a pipe dream. You didn't abandon your family a dozen times over.
Look, I've made a lot of mistakes. I admit that. But it's because of those mistakes that I'm telling you not to do the same thing.
Well, forgive me if I don't want to take advice from the men who fucked up the world in the first place. I'm not your dreamer anymore. Maybe I've got my own mission.
These people need you, Clementine. You're too important to just...
Every person out there is capable of taking care of themselves.
Alright, I'm listening to the conversation because I didn't listen to the full thing in my first run.
You've always run away from your problems, but you won't let me run toward something. What are you so goddamned afraid of?
I'm losing you, losing them, losing everything.
I've already lost everything. You took it from me. You, Neville, Harsgard. The whole goddamned project. I don't belong here. I never did. I'm tired of pretending I do.
Look, you put yourself through a lot today. You're tired. Get some rest, huh? Things will feel better tomorrow.
You know how I used to look up to you. The way you seemed strong enough to save the world. Except I've already saved it, haven't I? And what have you done?
I can't let you go near that place, Clementine. That's an order.
A lot of this is in reference to not just the lore, but actually some of the things that happen in the DLC of the first game, come to think, specifically. There we go. Yeah, that's a long conversation.
Whoa.
Now let's interrupt.
What have we here? Ah, the Traveler, of course. Wallace said yes. Right on time. Sorry you had to see that. But then again, you've been around. I'm sure you know. Families fight. Andrew Ford. Good to make your acquaintance. I guess my reputation precedes me.
Indeed, you're an old feller. Heard stories. I thought you were a campfire story.
Oh,
I thought you were a campfire
I'm sure
story.
you've got a lot of questions, and I've got a favor to ask. So let's get to it. You first.
Okay. If you're really the Ford that built this place, how are you alive? I'd like to know more about the people living here. Yeah, let's ask this
That's a
first.
longer story than I can indulge right now. Let's keep it to this. You know how some things you drink can make you drunk? And some things you eat can make you sick or sleepy? Well, other things do this. It's a big world out there. It's a great answer, just not a full one.
Yeah, that's what they all say. What kind of favor are we talking
Nothing
about?
too dangerous. I've got to marshal my resources, and then we'll get into it in earnest.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
That's it for
traveler.
now.
Now that you've shot your shot, here's mine. I need an able young scrapper to help an old man out. Talk to Wally. You'll find him out by the docks. After that, gear up, and then meet me at the ward gate. I'll tell you a story.
Alrighty. Oh, can't get in there. How unfortunate. Let's head over to Wally at the docks. Yeah, the first time I ran through the tutorial, I actually came across Wally before any of this stuff on this side, because I was going to explore, you know, the extraneous areas of the map, so to speak. That was my goal. I do not remember talking to you. I don't remember seeing you. How long have you been here?
Forgive me. I am not good with Paxotech faces.
Who are you?
It is new. I thought I had seen it before. So difficult to tell Paxotech apart without hoof and horn. I am Sa Israk Thadwell. My Paxotech name is Dwell. I sell crystals from my world. They make
Okay.
Paxotech faster, stronger, more powerful. They help it defeat its enemies. And the prices are quite fair. The finest crystals.
Is this where you buy
anywhere.
Luminite crystals? Crafting, blah 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 blah. Number of required materials. Yeah. Okay, so it's where you can buy relic pieces, consumables. It seems like a handful of them, and mutators. Yeah, a lot of mutators. Wow. Okay. Yeesh.
Farewell.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, now that I know you're there, that's actually pretty useful. Let's go meet Wallace up there at the docks.
Shut up, pow! Take that, Deadwood!
Climbing all the stairs. Let's talk to you, buddy.
I see you, traveler.
That is uncomfortably close.
You're the one Ford's been waiting for. Though, he doesn't know he's been waiting. He thinks he needs help. It's her who needs it.
I think he's talking about Clementine. But I'll
You
ask
know.
this anyway.
And you don't. Sorry, I shouldn't say. Things get messier when I tell them. I'm Wallace. Did I say that yet? Probably. The site, you know? Sorry, I probably said that already too.
Yeah,
path
Ford
to
told
walk.
me to see you.
You choose the first step here, but your path can change if you wanted to.
Alright, this is where you choose your archetype. In terms of the builds that we're running, Josh and I have discussed this a lot actually on what we might try to do, because we know you can choose an archetype and then you can essentially subclass into a second one later. And I was thinking, I think he was going to go with his primary archetype to be a tank, and then his secondary to be a DPS. I was thinking my primary will probably be a similar DPS, and then the secondary be a medic. I don't know if I want my primary to be medic, just for... And even if I don't decide to do medic as my secondary, might do handler or something like that. But I think because I chose handler, where is it? Yeah, I chose handler for my other single player character, just because having the dog and being able to heal, or at least revive as a single player is very useful. Gunslinger seems like a fun DPS role, essentially. But I don't think I'm going to run Gunslinger. I think Josh is probably planning to run Gunslinger, probably as his subclass. I'm thinking I might run Hunter, because in the first Remnant, my playstyle definitely gravitated towards Sniper and Hunting Rifle in situations where the Sniper wasn't the best weapon. And because of this, Hunter being the long-range damage, long-range marking precision damage seems like it'll be useful. And using this with a subclass of Medic, we're wanting to be relatively out of the action as well. It just seems like a better combo for my playstyle and what I want to do. Challenger will probably be Josh's primary role so that he can tank and do damage that way. So I think I'm going to select Hunter as my primary archetype for this character and see what that's like.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Oh, seems like this is the right path,
Right,
question mark?
of course. Your path is waiting. Tell Brabus and McCabe I sent you. They have what you need. They're the next step on your journey. Goodbye, traveler.
Okay. Am I wearing my new garb now? I am. Okay, yeah. I just have the helmet option turned off in the settings because I like to be able to see my character. Yeah, I would be completely hiding if not for that. Then I have the rusty lever action for the long gun and rusty repeater. Yeah, I need to go talk to Brabus, McCabe, and probably Riggs after that too to get my other weapons and whatnot. So let's go ahead and go over there to do that. Is my goal. Get my weapons, so I'll probably talk to Brabus first. Then I'll do some upgrades with McCabe. Yeah, let's talk to Brabus first.
Well, ain't you a right mutter? Traipsing in here like you own the place.
Wallace told me to see you. He said you were the next step in my journey.
I don't trust Wally with a hot meal, but I also ain't dumb enough to cross him. I don't reckon he was any more specific.
You said you'd know what I needed.
Right. Well, the boy's crazy, but he ain't stupid. I can see your gear is, lacking, to say the least. If he asks, you tell him I gave you this. No charge. Riggs is gonna talk my ear off if I don't send
Huntmaster M1. Repeater
Fine.
pistol.
Go see Riggs then. Tell him he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Steel sword. I think I'll probably like that melee better than the handler's melee, or at least the melee that I have on my other character. I don't know about the sidearm. I'm not the biggest fan of the repeater pistol as a sidearm. I prefer submachine gun, basically faster firing sidearms for the most part, but let's take a look at how this shoots. This is the pistol I've been using this whole time, so yeah, that makes sense. What's the DPS I can get on this? I can get up to 90 DPS on here. But is my primary skill. I suppose I ought to check that out. Hunter's Mark. Oh yeah, okay, it marks enemies. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's go over to this. Wow, upwards of 300 DPS. Yeah, that works for me. That'll be an interesting playstyle, going back to the sniper era.
I swear to God,
when I
later.
have like more of a machine gun with
Did
my
Bo send
handler
you over
character.
here, or did you stumble your way over here yourself?
Apparently that was a mistake. Oh no, let's not say that. He said you could help me with my journey.
You're serious, aren't you? Alright, so what the hell is this?
Wish I could adjust my
Journey.
camera while talking to people like you could in the first game. At least I'm pretty sure you could do that in the first game. Who knows? I was just going to help Ford at the old ward.
That explains it. Everything that old coop touches becomes a whole thing. If Ford's involved, you're gonna need all the help you can get. Fine. Well, the only reason anyone bothers me is because I'm good with a hammer. So either I can modify your weapons, or we can find a more creative use for it. Tell you what, I heard you picked up something strange on your little jaunt earlier. Maybe I could
did.
do something with it.
Now, which one of these? I think the healing shot will probably be the most useful, technically speaking, doing multiplayer, because then I can just fire it at Josh when he's tanking everything, and this will probably be able to make up for some of the, well, my lack of being a medic, at least early on. That is my idea, because if I didn't, grenade that explodes to convert cow drop, deal 20 damage, okay. Nah. I'll probably run with the healing shot in this run. It'll definitely be useful for, like I said, the purposes of healing, being able to be a healer while also being afar with my sniper, whereas Josh will probably run the Challenger. So that'll actually be really useful. Oh, merchants. And then you can buy the other mods here, which is nice. Yeah, so that is what I'm looking for here.
Whatever journey he saw you on. Just tell Wally to be more specific next time. Yeah? So we're done here, right? Or do I need the hammer again?
We're done.
Hopefully this
I don't
means
want
you'll be
to
leaving
talk to you
soon.
more than I need to. I guess I'll leave.
It's not personal. I just don't like being distracted. I get into a zone, you know? Pisses me off when people come by and interrupt my me time. But I'll tell you what. You're
Relatable.
not the average stray that shows up here. So I'll make you a deal. You find anything interesting out there, bring it back to me and I'll see if I can use it to mod your weapons. Okay? Oh,
Thanks,
and
McCabe.
If you tell anyone I was nice to you, I will cut you.
I don't know what's up with that motion blur on the hands and whatnot, because motion blur is clearly turned off in the settings, but I think that might just be like a visual decision for, you know, the designers, I guess. Doesn't look like there's anything else around here, though. But let me talk to Riggs, see if there's anything that he can give me.
Glad to see you're all right. That's right, but everybody calls me Riggs. I try to keep folks safe out there. My specialty is armor and weapons upgrades. Speaking of which, Bo mentioned you might need some help getting your feet back under you. Well, whatever you need, don't be afraid to ask. We all help each other out here. Even McCabe.
Rabbits told me to see you.
He was more particular.
Holy cow. He said you were going to talk his ear off if you didn't. Yeah, let's just say that.
That sounds like Travis. Right. Well, I've got a pretty focused skill set. I reckon I know what he means. Come to me if you ever need to upgrade your equipment.
Absolutely. Some characters can upgrade your items with materials found in the world or by defeating enemies. Upgrading is essential to keeping up with increasingly difficult enemies in the game. Yeah, absolutely. Especially as we try to do other stuff. Let's see, do I even have any materials? Oh, I have enough materials to do one upgrade, basically. That's a rusty repeater, so that's no good. Oh, I mean, I guess it does the same damage. That's funny. Yeah, and then the rusty lever action, I don't want that. But in terms of which weapons I'm going to upgrade, I want to go ahead and upgrade first my sniper. That's going to be my primary damage. So I want to do that. That is where I will start off with this character. But yeah. Next person I need to talk to is go back to Ford. That is what I'm going to do. Head up these stairs, and he should still be in this room. Never mind, he's not. He's clearly gone somewhere else. Okay, I think I recall at this point for it being down here. Where am I at in the recording? Oh, about an hour at this point in my initial recording of the game. I was nearly an hour and a half in, so I was able to do it a little bit shorter, but that is always a nice thing. Yeah.
You look ready to face anything. What do you say? Ready to see what's down there with me?
Yes,
Then
let's
not
go.
waste any more time. This way. Still smells like home. Here, take this.
There's still a bit of that
Just
visual
crank the
bug for
handle
me.
to make it work.
Really annoying. Ah, yeah, that's why the flashlight doesn't work in the tutorial, because you don't have it yet.
This used to be a research facility, cutting edge. We did things down here nobody dreamed of. Not before nor since.
Yet, for all our manpower, we didn't know what the stones really were. Until it was too late.
The stones?
The World Stones. Giant red crystals that let us see into other worlds. Even travel to them. So, what? We just hide the stones away and hope the Soviets haven't found their own. No. We had to know everything there was to know about it. It was a matter of national security. Of pride. So, yeah. We opened the door and walked through.
But something was waiting on the other side.
It didn't happen right away.
Hell, the inhabitants of the worlds we traveled to couldn't follow us. We thought we were safe. But yeah, the root found a way. After that, well, we all know what happened after that.
Yep, this is the old ward from the first game.
Locked, huh? Well, this is my house. Come on. I gave Ellen a few things to hang on to, in case of emergency. She must have hidden it around here. Come on, Ellie, where'd you hide it?
Yep. Look by the painting. This is where it is. And grab a few things, such as the matchbook
That red thing. We call it a dragon heart.
and my dragon heart.
Don't ask why. Take it with you. You might need it.
Yes, all this in here. Yeah, and coming down this direction of the hall comes back to over here. In there, in that room, is where you wake up in the ward in the first game. Then you can head down the stairs down here.
There you are. Hurry.
Boom. I like that there's an inspection system in here too, which you'll see. You can click on there and it says Y to inspect. So for me, that's triangle.
Hey, take a look at that matchbook you found.
And then you can
I got a hunch.
interact with whatever the information is. Or whatever it is that you're looking for. And boom.
Let's get this door
There's the
unlocked.
key.
Can't stand around all day.
Now, let's actually use the key.
Is that the...
The World Stone. Yes. Or part of it anyway. Every shard's as useful as the whole. We shut it down after Harsgard died. Like I told Ellen at the time. The damn thing's more dangerous than useful. Huh. Of course not. Never mind. Now, let's see if that worked.
Work to do what exactly?
The crystals itself look so much better in this game.
Journeys. I wonder if the Andrew Ford who first touched this crystal, did he ever come back? Go back. Tell Bo to bury this place. Not just lock it away, but get some explosives and bury it in a tomb of concrete. More dangerous than useful, traveler. Remember that.
Why are you about to use it, sir?
Ford. Ford? Ford! Oh, man. Bo is gonna be pissed.
That bastard did it. He actually woke it up.
Clementine? Hey.
Did he tell you how to use it? Do I even want to?
System failure is imminent. The core has been compromised. The utility is required. Commencing acquisition.
Help! Clementine! Don't let go! I'm slipping! Don't let it take me!
Clementine! Shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Shit! Oh, no, don't do it. Don't you do it. Oh, this is so stupid!
Session is now joinable. Okay. Oh, darn. I got Yeisha again. My other character's first world is Yeisha. That's slightly saddening. In a way. Not gonna lie, that it is a little bit disappointing. Oh well. That is the tutorial of the game. We got through a little bit of it, and if you've watched anything of the first game or played it, you can probably see that like this looks a lot better than Aisha did in the first game.
Good.
Let me shoot you from all the way back here and see what damage it does. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. That's so much damage. I might as well grab whatever he dropped.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, that is the tutorial of the game. I'm going to go ahead and head back to the ward before doing anything else, and then I'll probably be jumping on at the time of recording tomorrow to start playing with Josh, and we'll see what his first world is, and that'll determine which one we decide to join between his world or mine. If his starting world is different from mine and his other one, then we'll definitely do that because it'll be a new experience for both of us. But yeah. Okay. That's where I am. So, let's return to Ward 13. There might be some cutscene or discussion stuff that happens here. Yep, that's what I thought.
Oh, thank the founder. You're alive.
Oh.
Where's...
Yeah, they brought the world crystal to, or the world stone to, middle of the ward apparently. A lot. Not a whole lot happened because I didn't do a whole lot in the world before coming back, unlike the last game.
Wait, what? Clementine? Where is she? Is she okay?
I don't know. I've been looking for her.
Sorry. Clementine, she means a lot to all of us. We gotta find her. I'll get everybody together. If she went through the World Stone, she could be anywhere. Hey, I get that, but she could be anywhere. Do you understand? It's a World Stone. It takes you to other worlds. All right, I'll get Brabus and Riggs. I'll tell them to... Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know what's out there any more than you do. Oh, I'd be putting the whole town at risk. Clem wouldn't want that. Hell, it's a miracle you came back. No, we gotta trust you on this, like you said. Is that all right?
Yeah, don't worry, I will find her. Any help you can give me is fine.
Thanks, Traveler. Talk to the folks around town. They should have any supplies you need. You know, Ford used to tell me, old Commander Ford, not the founder, that a leader and a hero are two different things. The leader's place is always with her people. I thought she was just taking a dig at her grandfather for leaving all the time, but I think I'm starting to understand her better now.
Okay,
Stay
sorry,
safe,
I should get
Traveler.
moving. And that will be it for this tutorial video. I'll be back, whenever the next episode comes out. But that time it will be both me and Josh together. So thank you guys for watching this if you did. And I'll be back in the next episode of it.